stage. On stage. Javier, Card Ninja.
Hello, there we go. Hello, how you doing? You right? Good, how you doing? My name's Harv, I'm from New Zealand. Do we have any other Kiwis in? No, fair enough. I thought statistically I'd be the only one here. That's good, nice warm response. I'm finding it a bit hard, to be honest, adjusting to the UK here. I was a bit confused. I was doing a lot of traveling. I got here, I needed some new shoes, so I went to a shop called Boots. They don't sell boots, they don't even sell shoes. And they said, this is a pharmacy. If you want shoes, you should try Office. I was like, what the for shoes? That sounds like they sell laptops. And they said, no, that's Curry's. So I found it a bit weird kind of in here. So I was going to do my Whitney tribute act, but that's kind of gone out the window now. So I'm going to do something else. I have an act called Card Ninja, and what I do in it is I do stuff with cards, and I talk about ninjas. So if you're a 12-year-old boy, you're going to love it, yeah? Do we have any 12-year-old boys in? Nice, yep. You ask a creepy question, you get a creepy answer. That's fine. So I got my first deck of cards about 5 years ago. My first deck, I'm not being rude, that's just my accent, yeah? The first thing I learned how to do was a lovely fan. Oh, yeah. Thank you, one person. Yeah. Then I got quite obsessed with these card tricks, and I had to learn how to do all these complex card tricks, yeah? And I got, you know, some of these took me a really long time to learn how to do, but that's all right, because I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. Yeah. I even learned how to do lovely one-handed fans, because I hear burlesque is coming back. Ladies, yeah. This sort of stuff you're watching just comes from years and years and years of boredom, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. You can do a giant fan there. And this sort of stuff you're watching is actually called extreme card manipulation. Extreme card, which is as gay as it sounds, to be perfectly honest. It's not extreme. If you look at other extreme sports like skiing or skating, if something goes wrong, there's a chance that someone can die. Now, if something goes wrong in extreme card manipulation, did you all feel the danger? Extreme! So I realized I'd learned how to do all these knuckle-busting tricks, but I kind of stopped because I realized no one really claps for that. Thank you, one person. No one really claps for that. Yeah. Thank you. So I put the cards arranged, and I put them down for a second, because I wanted to be like those magicians that kind of come out and give you a little bit of a wave, and then they can just kind of pull cards, just kind of out of the air. And then they stop and give you blue steel. Yeah, and then they keep going. And they get more excited. Oh, yeah. They get more excited with each card they pull out. Just, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Was that your card? You didn't even pick one. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. People say the cards are in the back of the hand. They're in the back of the hand, but you turn the card around there, nothing there, but you still pull out cards. But I didn't really do that because I wasn't very good at it. See, folks, the truth of the thing is I didn't want to be a magician. I wanted to be a ninja. Thank you. Nothing makes me feel quite more ninja than when I share that with you and there's just stunned silence right back at me. Thank you. Now, I wanted to be a ninja, yeah? Well, actually, I wanted to be a rock star, first of all, but I couldn't never be a rock star like these guys because of this. See this? See how no one is reaching out to touch me? Yeah, couldn't do it. But I wanted to be a ninja, and I looked at the weapons of the ninja, and I thought, shurikens, or throwing stars. Cards have very similar size and shape, and I figured out that if you give a card a bit of spin and momentum, yeah? You can get cards to fly, yeah? Oh man, the day I figured out that I could do this, yeah, I went a bit mental. I was just walking around my house going, there could be a ninja there could be a ninja there could be one in the ceiling, yeah? By the time my girl got home, I was just in the lounge going, hey baby, guess what I can do? Woo! What? No, I haven't done the dishes, yeah? If you want to know the look of disapproval, it's a stack of dishes this high and cards fucking everywhere, yeah? I couldn't even sweeten the deal by going, but you can make sound effects. Ching! This table down here likes the slightly racist sound effects. And that's what I'm picking up here, yeah? Yeah. But you guys are with me. Cards as weapons, yeah? And I can take these on a plane. Yeah. So, I realized that if you want to be a ninja about things, you've got to have a bit of discipline, yeah? So I figured out, and I found that there are ninja trials, yeah? Qualifications, criteria, just like in any job. Like if you want to be an engineer, you go to university. If you want to be a mechanic, you do an apprenticeship. If you want to be a teacher, you need to have failed somewhere in life, right? Just certain criteria to get to where you want to go. So folks, what I'm going to do for you tonight is I'm just going to go through a couple of the ninja trials with playing cards, which you're not supposed to do, by the way. And if I pass them, hopefully I'll become a card ninja. If that sounds good to you, say, yeah. Thank you. So the first one is one of distance, the first trial. If you've ever tried to throw playing cards, you know it's very hard to get them to go more than a couple of meters. So if I can just have the house lights up just for a little bit, what I'm going to try and do, folks, I'm going to try and throw a card out into the audience, yeah? Thus passing the trial of distance, if I can get it into a nice kind of area into the room there. Now, if I manage to do that, you guys have been clapping and cheering all night, which is great. So what I'm going to do, what would be really awesome is if I manage to do it, I'll do a little pose, and then if every single person here could just under their breath, just go, ninja. Yeah? I'm serious. All right? So just going to have a little practice. Everyone ninja on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ninja. So keep it cool. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, just the guys. 1, 2, 3. Ninja. Yeah, you hear that? That's the sound of a lot of guys taking this way too seriously. Yeah? Just the ladies. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, ladies. Good. So I throw the card out. Pose, you guys, ninja. So, audience, ready. Audience, ready. Ninja, ready. Okay. So, ninja. Thank you. 5 people. Yeah, once you realize how to throw cards for distance, you kind of want to throw them out there, and there, and there, and there. That's right, duck and cover, bitches. This shit just got real. Yeah. Yeah. Now, the other reason I really wanted to be a ninja was because I did a little bit of martial arts in my time. Oh, yeah. Did a little bit of martial arts in my time. Anyone who's done martial arts will know that you have to hold horse stance for ages in your training. Horse stance. This is the most rubbish fighting stance in the world. If you get into a fight with someone like this, you're really only inviting one specific technique against you. Huh? Come on, mate, make your move. What's it going to be? A kick in the nuts? What a surprise. Yeah? But once you realize, start combining a bit. And then, fan shield. Yes. Yeah. So, the next trial was one of control. We'd cover distance. Now, you can throw cards up and down. That's just gravity. That's working for you. That makes it a bit easier, yeah? Yeah? I'll just do this until someone claps. Thank you. But in this test of control, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a card out on a bit of an angle. Hopefully it's going to come to about here. Change its mind and direction, start boomeranging back to where I'm standing. At which point, I pluck it out of the air. That's right. I throw one out. Hopefully it comes back to me, just like a good deed. That's right. Not all jokes. Sometimes better this. All right? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, mate. You on the table there with the beard. What's your name? Correct. Neil. All right? What's going to happen is I'm going to throw a card out. I'm going to catch it, do a little pose. Everyone's going to go ninja. Then I'm going to point at you. And only then, if you could just stand up and go, wah! That would be absolutely fantastic, all right? I'm not going to get you to practice. You can just surprise us, all right? So, oh, by the way, someone told me that the first time I ever tried to do this trick was pretty embarrassing. I was like, boomerang card, come to me. I could see it needed a bit of work, all right? So I throw a card out, back, catch, ninja, all right? So, audience, ready? Neil, ready? Fuck yeah. All right. Here we go. Try a little one first. Don't worry, I'm a professional. I'm just going to pretend like nothing happened and do it again. Nice one, Neil. Big round of applause for Neil. Yeah, once you realize how to do boomerangs, you just want to do them again, and again, and again, and again. Ninja. Yeah. By the way, if you've got red hair, you're a ginger ninja. Good on you. So, ladies and gentlemen, in my full-length act, I obviously do more tricks, more banter, more audience participation, and everything like that. But for now, can I please just have the ending music? This is the triumphant finish. 5. This is the end of Card Ninja. You have a little fun with the cards here. This is how we go crazy. This is how we go crazy. We get a little fun with the cards. Here we go.